Good morning everyone. Myself Manoj Kumar D from Mechanical Branch. Today I am here to explain a seminar on mechanical behaviors of biomaterials. Initially, what is biomaterial? It is a substance which can be introduced into a body tissue as a part of an implanted medical device or used to replace an organ. The main properties of biomaterials are tensile and shear properties, bending properties, time dependent properties. Tensile and shear properties. The types of forces that can be applied to material is tensile force, compressive force, shear force, torsion force. Here the figure shows the forces applying on the samples. For testing tensile force, parameters need to be measured is engineering stress and engineering strain. Stress is equal to force applied perpendicular to the cross-sectional area of the sample, and strain is the difference between the length of sample before loading to the length after testing. Compressive testing, performed mainly for biomaterial subjected to compressive forces during operation. Example, orthopedic implants. Stress and strain equation same as for tensile testing, except force is taken negative, that is L0 greater than Li. Here negative stress and strain is obtained. For testing shear force, forces are parallel to top and bottom faces, and shear stress is equal to force by area and shear strain is equal to tan alpha. Here alpha is the deformation angle. In some cases, torsion forces may be applied to sample instead of pure shear. Elastic deformation for material ceramics. Here stress is directly proportional to strain and it is governed by Hooke's law, where E is Young's modulus and G is shear modulus. For applying more strain, the fracture may occur in this material because ceramics are brittle in nature. Elastic and plastic deformation for material 2 is metal. Here stress is directly proportional to strain in the elastic deformation region. After applying a high strain, stress increases very slowly with increasing strain, follows a permanent deformation. It is called plastic deformation. For material 3, plastic deformation polymer, stress is proportional to strain. With small strain, elastic deformation occurs. As same as for metals, at high strain, stress nearly independent of strain shows slightly increases, plastic deformation occurs. For material 4, elastic polymer, stress increases very slowly with increasing strain, do not fracture at very high strain values. Plastic deformation. Plastic deformation occurs at a point where Hooke's law is no longer valid, that is end of the elastic region. Stress at the yield point called yield strength and strain is called yield point strain. Further stress increases with strain up till a maximum point M called ultimate tensile strength. With further increase in strain, stress decreases leading to fracture. True stress and strain. True stress is equal to force divided by instantaneous area. True strain is equal to deformation length to the original length. Stages of plastic deformation. Lamellar and amorphous region of polymer interact in response to tensile forces. Stage 1, chain extend and lamella slide past each other. Stage 2, lamella reorient so that chain folds align along the axis of loading. Stage 3, blocks of crystal phases separate, adjacent lamella still attached to each other through tie molecules. Stage 4, finally blocks and tie molecules become oriented along the axis of applied tensile forces. Bending properties. Stress required to fracture of sample or modulus of rupture, it is called fluctual strength. Time dependent properties. Creep defines a plastic deformation of sample under constant load over time. Creep at 37 degrees Celsius is significant concern for biomedical applications. Failure of polymer ligaments. Creep. Molecular causes for creep is metals, grain boundary movement vacancy diffusion. In ceramics, little or no vacancy diffusion. In polymers, viscous response in amorphous region. Creep is function of crystallinity. As percentage of crystallinity increases, creep decreases. This is creep curve. It has three distinct regions. Primary creep increases in strain with the time. Creep rate decreases. Secondary creep, linear relation between creep strain and time. Tertiary creep leads to fracture. These are the references for biomedical applications. Thank you.